we are live at the moment. So just give me one more second and then we can really get going here. Doing it live. We are doing it live. Okay. I think I stayed on too late last night. There's some good conversation going on though.
Yeah, I heard you were up for a while.
Yeah, probably about 11:30. So I'm tired, but
Yeah,
not too tired. All right, camera going on. Here we are. Video going, Voiager hat on. Haruf, I like your make Bitcoin great again hat.
Yep, it's trying.
It's good stuff. Let's see. I shared the agenda here, and then we are live streaming as well. We'll talk a little bit about that too. I'll add that to open discussion. All right. So on the agenda, we've got a lot of really good things going on. So we'll just kind of open things up with some open remarks. As I had said yesterday during the council meeting, I'm not sure if everybody or anybody was really watching that, but there's been a ton of really great progress over the past week in the Voi community. Definitely looking forward to a lot of things that are happening. One of the big things that is going on right now is the Voi council elections, and I know that there's been an update which I'll talk a little bit about, but you now have the ability to vote with Kibisa's wallet as well. So that went live this morning. Get out and vote. I think it's super important. If you haven't already, there's some really great candidates that are on the ticket right now, and I think there's been about 21 votes so far, maybe a little bit more at this point. Now that Kibisis is connected, not 100% sure, but we heard some folks chatting about it last night and really saw the need for it. So it's live and ready to go. Nuss, thank you for the recommendation, man. Appreciate you. Some more opening remarks too. There's been quite a few updates throughout the ecosystem. I know that Envoy has pushed out some really cool updates too. We can talk about it a little bit later on. And I know that House of Voi as well. If I say it 3 times fast, maybe Chris will appear out of nowhere, like the genie in the bottle that he is. But yeah, I know
you just gotta rub him the right way.
Exactly. If he's not taking care of his dogs at the moment, he should come up and chat. But yeah, I heard that he had closed his round, and that's super exciting as well. So all sorts of really exciting things going on in the ecosystem, and we can kind of jump right into it. I was not able to make it to the builders meeting this morning. It was just a little bit too early for me. I'm not sure if anybody else was able to make it who's here. I know I don't want to put Shelly on the spot, But if you want to come up at some point and talk a little bit about the builders meeting or any of the Envoy updates, feel free to hop up here whenever you get a chance. We'll talk, jump down into the Dorkfy update as well. Oh, Shelly's coming up. Maybe we'll get a builders meeting update.
Yeah, I could be the
How'd it go?
builders. So let's see, builders meeting attendees, me, Zarmi, and Ludo, and Chris, and so there were updates on, the status of, of Voy wallet. I think we got the release today for iOS, but some of the features are not there just because the approval process for Apple Store is a little stricter than Google Play, so it doesn't have like a built-in. You can still access it like directly, but it doesn't have built-in I buy Voy or maybe the fountain. So that's the main difference. And like from what I understand, it's available, so you don't have to do like a pre-flight or whatever the app is called to access the beta, the development version of the app. And let's see. Yeah, I think the guy Zarmin, he's doing a lot of updates across the board, just like because Elgren has like a newer version of the SDK, and to get that Voy wallet added on to the library everybody uses to easily add wallets. He had to do that update. House of Voy. Everything is going smoothly. We're going to be doing a lot of changes, like more pretty moving forward. Changes between like getting having Envoy be more integrated to where we have that be like the back end for the profile system. Ludo talked about he fixed a few things, but he's working on something related to like DeFi with it's a different language, like processing some update to process transactions on Voy. And there was some like I just gave my updates on Dorkfy, where like finished all my just the notes I had like from the audit, have a meeting later today, and I'm like digging into like making the new like the post pre-fi application. And I think one of the things that came up regarding Envoy was Chris always has really good ideas. He's like a reverse genie. He has wishes. That he and one of the things that came up, and I think it's a good idea now, since we have especially on Envoy we have a mix between like the subscription model, and then there are like specific names where you could get like a permanent name. And so he brought up that it'd be nice to have a way to convert between like the subscription model to like a more like a permanent model. even for like the .voy names, still ideating, but that and we like I guess there might be a need for a different kind of resolver, like extension on our public resolver to just create like create boxes, because that's what you can do at Envoy. You can like read and write data using your name, like as like a like a like a just access code or whatever. But that was the main thing.
Good old box storage. You can do a lot with it, can't you?
Yeah, you could just like open up, you get up to like 32 kilobytes, so that's like a a decent size, like a JPEG, or like a some smaller image format, but you can store anything you want in there, and it just provides like a easy way to do that without um, yeah, it's you know I don't know what they're going to use it for, but we might have that soon, to where like you have Envoy, and then you can. This is more like application specific. Like application could use. They can read and write from the on-chain storage, but the user pays for it, right? So applications can access on-chain storage without having to without having that be that like specifically a part of their application. Yeah, so those are some things that came up this morning.
And those are some things that Shelly's been cooking on already, yeah? Or at least thinking about. It's nice to be thinking ahead of the game, too.
Yeah, and then we're also like thinking about like a House of Voy, a little hackathon, moving forward, and what's it called? Puerto Rico, and we have one extra slot for someone to go bunk up at Chris's house.
pet the dogs, let the genie out of the bottle,
Yeah, yep.
And we've said his name 3 times now, and House of Voy at least 3 times. I wonder if he's going to show up.
He's forbidden in voice spaces.
I know Haruf's been campaigning for that. So, and Haruf happens to be in the lead on the council election system at the moment. So that's always good, right? Sweet. Thank you for the updates. I think that kind of covers the Envoy update as well. So we can just group that all together. Another quick Dorkfi update. Shelly and I have a meeting with the the Enersoft audit team this evening. Yesterday we had gone through the full kind of audit, at least what they've shared with us so far. So moving along, looking good, feeling good. Very excited about going live within the next month. So yeah. Anyways, let's get Ludo up here to talk real quick about Aramid, if there have been any updates. Ludo, if you're around, we can chat about Aramid. Yep, let's get him up here. Hey Ludo,
Hi guys.
how you doing, man? You having a good day so far?
I'm fine.
Good.
The main thing, I'm preparing for the conference this weekend in Wrocław. So,
Nice.
so this is basically what I'm been doing all the time. And what Shelly was talking about was I deployed this blog explorer with price discovery features. So it's kind of the mix of the Allo versus Vestige, but it's deployed yet on the Algorand. So yeah,
And this
we're
would
still
this
in,
would be kind
in
of
the
like
progress.
AVM specific or algo
Yes.
specific? Okay, nice. That's awesome.
It's AVM.
So I have a quick off-topic question, I guess, maybe not off-topic, but and I guess I could probably find it myself, but the intake form for requests for Airmid listings, is there any way we can get Coinbase wrapped XRP listed on Airmid? I can tell you that there would be volume there.
I think XRP, if it's already on base, it should be okay.
Yeah,
Like it
it's
should
on
not be
base.
difficult to add.
I'll send you the information about it, but yeah, it's a blue chip, so you know we're not going to have issues with people calling it a meme shit coin scam. I mean, I guess you do have issues with that because people feel that way about XRP in general, but I think you know I can just personally speak to bridging some over. If you have it listed, I would be more than happy to bridge some over to Voiv, to Algorand, to both. So yeah, it would be awesome if we could get that listed. I think we would get some good volume on it as well.
Okay, send me details, please.
Okay, sounds good, man. I appreciate it. Awesome. And any other kind of updates with Airmid or anything else? How's everything going with the attack on the DNS for Biotech or A-Wallet? Did you get that all resolved?
No, I already last week I spoke about it that it was resolved.
Okay,
So
fantastic.
yeah,
That's awesome. It's good that
it was
that's been
resolved something like almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, have you had anybody reach out about being a soldier as well, or anything else? I know
Not yet.
not yet. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know that at least last week I had heard Chris was going to do a little bit of research on the Kubernetes and take a look at what it takes to become a soldier. I think that was one of the action items. It wasn't written down here, but if I remember correctly, that was something that came out of the last week's meeting as well. So I know he's been super busy too, but we should try to find a way to get you guys some more soldiers now that it's down to I think you and Daniel, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Maybe we add it to the middle board or something. I don't know. Awesome. Since we don't have Chris here, and if we say his name a couple more times and say House of Boy a couple more times, maybe he'll show up. But we can skip over that update for now unless he pops up, or if anybody else wants to provide anything. I know I've been using it just for fun and doing some spins. I know that the progressive web app has been pretty cool too. Got some normies on there, but once again, not my project, so I don't really know all the ins and outs. What I do know is from the council meeting, he had mentioned that they were integrating with Base and that they also had closed their initial round of investment too. So that's some exciting stuff, but can't really talk to it much more. We talked about Envoy update. Let's see, Twitter update. Haruf, you got anything for us? How's the Twitter going?
I don't know. We have been posting some things. I know that Gov posted something. I posted and retweeted some things. So yeah, there's some stuff happening, but it's not the comprehensive overhaul that we've been talking about without having somebody kind of at the helm.
Yeah, totally. That makes sense. And I think I was invited to it, and I just need to go through the process to add the Twitter stuff. The other thing that I'll bring up too is I provided some updated knowledge to Victor, and so he should have. And I don't know, I haven't checked in on him very much, but he should have some more updates and some more knowledge about the ecosystem and some directives to kind of tweet a little bit more about the ecosystem brought in more broader terms than just really focusing on driving folks to the Voy page and doing some of the customer service stuff. I know some of that is changing. The Vera wallet, I need to make an update so that he is pointing folks towards the he's pointing things towards the excuse me, the Voy wallet rather than the Vera wallet. So that's another quick update that I need to make on him, and need to spend some time on Panda as well, getting him up to speed on what's been going on in the ecosystem in a more broader term. I think he's been tweeting a lot about Unit lately, which is always good, and fudding other people's bags. Also still unable to read links, so that's another problem that I need to fix that is annoying, but I'll figure that one out. Haruf, you look like you were gonna say something. No? Okay.
No, just
cool.
hanging out.
Sweet, let's jump in.
I agree though, the thing, he does not understand links.
Yeah, it's an issue. It's an issue that I need to address, and I do what I can. I can get some of this stuff going, and it's just I need to spend a little bit more time on it. But I think there should be. I should have a little bit of time later this afternoon to kind of dedicate to figuring out what the deal is with that. Okay, so let's go to open discussion. And one of the things that I want to kind of talk about too is, and I spelled it wrong, typing too fast, but in the agenda here, definitely want to talk about the voting platform and just kind of get your guys' feedback on it. I know it's been live for about a week now, and or just over a week, I should say. And would love to kind of hear some just community feedback on how things look, how it's going for you guys, and take some notes here. Let me grab my notebook. I can always watch back, but let's hear it. The raw feedback, Haruf. What are your thoughts on how it's going?
I was typing in the beginning of that. Are you talking about the election or what?
Yeah, the election platform.
I think it's going fine. Like we talked about it a little bit last night. The real question is, is the limitations on wallet hurting adoption, or are people too poor to lock up 500,000 Voy? I think it's kind of like a toss-up, for both of those things. But at the end of the day, 50,000 Voy is, I did say 500 before, 50,000 Voy. 50,000 Voy is like $25 or something like that. So, come on, go underneath the couch cushion, scrape something together. It's actually like a pretty decent time to be buying Voy anyways, because it's on a bit of a dip. And then, fucking lock it up and let your voice be heard. Or don't, because council's going to be elected one way or the other.
Yeah, exactly. I think you had some good ideas last night too about hey, maybe in the future, and this would be obviously something that the council would need to decide, but maybe in the future it's the low bar is just having an envoy and some type of some amount, maybe not quite as much as 50K, but some amount for voting. But I think that makes sense because you can basically kind of sort of KYC through Envoy if you connect Twitter accounts and those types of things. I know you had some
Yeah,
good ideas about
like
it.
Envoy is part of it. Having a link to Envoy already has the ability to link to a Discord, or at least to list a Discord. So like we could easily verify if somebody's linking to like scam or Twitter X Spaces X thing. That's what I meant, not Discord. I guess Discord's the same shit though. If you've got an older Discord account, you can verify that you've been around for a while. If you have a Twitter account that's active, you can verify you're a real person that way. I mean, there's lots of different ways we can go to prove like proof of life without a lockup. And at the end of the day, we want people to take, which is kind of why a lockup is nice, because it's something that shows you're putting your money where your mouth is, that kind of thing. Uh, but it's maybe more important in the shorter term to have just a lot more people involved. Um, so I don't know. I think there's lots of different ways to go about it. I think the future of voting for Voy, it would be nice if you're able to kind of like stake your tokens, without losing block rewards, but just kind of allocate your voting power of your tokens to individuals or something like that. But I think where we're at currently is a good solution, especially since it was cobbled together after just a couple of weeks, because it was a dire and direct need.
Yeah, totally, and it's just kind of like the first iteration, anyways, and that's part of the reason why I'm asking for some feedback is, just to gauge the temperature to see how people are feeling about it, and I think it makes sense to have more accessibility for folks and to get more people voting, and we do have a full week here until the voting closes as well. So it's kind of open season at this point. The 50K Voy, I think, it makes sense for us to have it now, just for the purpose of, once again, making sure that nobody is really like fully botting this thing out and manipulating too much. So I think that's some of the thing. Cool. Well, if anybody else wants to come up and kind of provide any feedback on it, more than welcome to. Would love to hear from anybody in the audience about what their thoughts are, or if they have voted or if they have not voted yet, and why, and all that fun stuff. So feel free to hop up here if you want. Cool. We'll go on to the Biddle intake form. I had created this last week. I have not had a chance to share it out to the Biddle Twitter account. I do have access to that, but need to get it going. I think once again, I say it every week at least. It's one of the most underutilized platforms and projects that we have going in the ecosystem. I would love for us to find some additional folks that are interested in promoting Biddle, and maybe even adding that as a bounty on the board itself, to get some more eyes and attention on those bounties and the ability to earn some Voy for participating in the open source nature of the ecosystem in general. And definitely needs something. Once again, would love to do like a Biddle Blitz type of hackathon, if you will. I don't really want to call it a hackathon. I think it should be like a month-long blitz of people going in and checking boxes and helping solve some of tickets that have been outstanding for a decent amount of time. There's over 3 million Voy that is listed up for grabs on the Biddle board. And, it's a great opportunity to get new folks into the ecosystem, and then also some, existing folks that are looking for some type of work, the ability to go in there and just work freely on the things that they would like to. So the other thing, and maybe here if you can help, or Shelly or Ludo, but we should think of, and let's do it now. Let's think of a handful of non-technical things that we could potentially add to the Biddle board for folks who are non-technical. And I'll just put one out there, which is promoting the Biddle board. We can come up with a value for that, but that's one of the things that I think we should add to it. And maybe it's like per I don't want to say per tweet, but per new commit by somebody else, if it's a referral type of thing. Shelly, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, if we did like some sort of promotion, I think what we would need to do is like put a cap on it, to where like if we get like 10,000 accounts doing like trying to break Twitter, we end up with the same payout at the end. So
Yeah.
I think that's like the most important part about doing like a promotion type, right? So like you might get more bang for your buck, so there's a sweet spot there. I think another place I think people could help out is just processing the issues and like identifying if they're new or they're like existing, and being doing that part. Like I think I have like I have like a big backlog, like not so much lately, getting like direct feedback, but I do have like this well like whenever I find I hear about it, I just I don't have time to pick it up like right away and do like all the documentation. So like I put it in, I take a screenshot.
Yep.
And I put it in a folder. But
Yep.
but there's a lot of that. It's like not on the board yet. And so
maybe
like
we can
if there's some,
maybe we can also incentivize this intake form, so it's kind of like a
Oh, yeah.
QA type of form, and we're just like, hey, here, if you submit something that we think is of value on the intake form, then, and you provide your Envoy address, then you'll get rolled in and get, I don't know, a certain amount of Voy.
yeah, I think that would fall into the discovery program, because that's where like you we've been doing this for a while, but if you find like the issue and you kind of explain it to where like, oh yeah, we like we can, usually it's just me, but if it's like another project, we can communicate that and kind of bring it over and get it started for like actually doing the work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So identify the issue and then wrapping it into a task.
Yep.
So like up until now, what we've been like paying out people for that, and there are a few people that like to do that, and I think we're back at the norm. It's like 1,000, a couple thousand just for like providing the feedback. And yeah, I think that's one place though. So if you like go around and like there are a lot of outstanding issues right now. So if you do go around and you find them and they're just like, oh yeah, we that's on our list, right? You might not get it because it goes into the same same model of, like if we put out a non-technical like marketing
Yep.
campaign, and if we get like 10,000, we're not going to pay out 100 million right?
Right.
So
Yeah, and
that's the only thing.
No, that makes sense to me. And, we could max, if we do want to incentivize the intake form, and we could max it at like, I don't know, 100K voy if it was like a thousand voy. And once you hit that 100K, you're done or whatever.
At this point, I think we can.
That would
I think
be-
we can do that.
That would be
Um,
100. That would be 100 issues that they'd be raising. That's a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think we can do that. And so like yeah, I think that's okay. Like at this point, we can. I guess we could stimulate that activity, and I don't really care if it's like 100. Like if we get like 100K voy going out to like feedback, it's fine. Like eventually we find everything, and then we go into build mode, right? So that'd be great.
Sweet. I will add it to the board, and we'll get some social media around it as well. That sounds like a good action item for this week. Any thoughts there, Haruf? I see you.
I'm just stirring. I stir a little bit. I shake my head and nod. I react, but no thoughts. There's no thoughts in that head. It's just there for looks.
Okay, sounds good. Something that nobody wanted to talk about last week, and it's still on the open discussion. Newsfeed. How do we want to do this, guys? Let's set up a channel, I guess, in Discord, and then get verified projects to be posting in there, maybe.
Yeah, I think. Sorry, Haruf. I think one idea is if we have like a funnel for like the news feeds, right, to where like they'd be processed, and maybe even not even put out, right, but just somewhere, some like I guess like out some place to send your updates. I think I got banned by I got banned by Medium, so like I think like moving forward I'm going to try not to get banned. but yeah.
For the Envoy ones too, on Medium, I was thinking we can also use Substack. I personally like Substack. I've done some blogging over there over the years, and I can't say I've gotten a ton of traction in terms of people reading my stuff, but it's there, and you can share it out to social media, and you can post about it, and that's probably one of my downfalls of I never shared any of my stuff except for publishing it there, and then I think I have like a handful of people who have followed and get it in an email, but other than that, I like the user experience of Substack.
Yeah, one thing I was thinking about is I think it would be manageable if you take our like recorded meetings, the video, and you transcribe it into like a text document, and then you can use that to like make an update that is not like a full like 100% transcription, but more like compact and focused on like the main points.
Yep.
And so yeah, I think that would be that might be like in the end So there are like two kinds of news feeds, right? There's the news feeds for like the community, to where like, oh, okay, like, what are the clip notes, right? If you don't want to go and watch the 4 or 5 hours of video you have to watch a week, right? So what are the clip notes? And then there's like other type of like targeted news feeds where it'd be like more like uh, more tailored towards like outside the network, like outer appearance, like how we doing, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that sort of thing. So I think it'd be good to like split those apart to where like, okay, this news feed is more like for community members, right? And just like news for people in the inner circle, and then news feeds for like the outside, something you would see like on CoinGecko,
Mm-hmm.
if we can hook into there, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's important to split those up.
That makes sense too, and I think with the CoinGecko piece, you definitely have agents running around into those APIs, listening to different news feeds, and if we make more noise on the CoinGecko page with some of the news feed stuff, I think we would get picked up a little bit more. Once again, I say this, it feels like every day, but it's a visibility game in this ecosystem, or in blockchain and crypto and decentralized applications. So the more noise that you can make, the more visibility you have, and it doesn't have to be like noise in the way of people just simply tweeting. It can be news feeds like that. So I think it was a Ludo recommendation a long time ago, and we just haven't got to it yet. Haruf, you stirring some more?
Yeah, no, the updates thing, I agree with Shelley that it would be nice to have kind of like a private one where people could like just kind of coordinate like what they're working on and stuff like that. But I think the most important thing is to have a channel that's not just like project updates, but just like updates in general. That starts to get populated and is like a location on Discord where people can come and just kind of see all the things that have been going on. Um, where you can get updates for individual projects. You can get updates on the network. You can get a location to go and view, um, like links to documents that are created as uh, summaries of meetings. Um, all that kind of stuff it can all be one place.
That makes sense to me. Yeah, so it sounds like a channel, and then I don't know. You can do a lot of things when the channel is up and running to maybe incentivize people to go out and share some of that stuff too. Just thought. Next on the list, we still have it up there, but Eat Denver. I know we'll at least all be participating in that, or at least the folks here on the U.S. side. Ludo, I don't know. Are you going to come to Denver?
Oh, I don't plan to
Okay.
at the moment.
That's okay. That's good stuff. But yeah, I think we'll from what I understand, the early bird booths, all of that stuff is coming to a close here. So, if you wanted a booth, you'd have to go talk to them before the 15th of October. They are very spendy, probably not worth our money at the moment. But I think we should definitely have some type of party or hackathon get together and enjoy the time. because it really is a great opportunity for networking and just, you know, meeting people in person and coordinating all that fun stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. I will be there, and I hope to see you guys all there as well. Deck screener. I haven't seen any progress on the packed deck screener side of things. I don't know if we've made enough noise over there. Call to action: go make some noise in the deck screener Discord. Ask for an update on the packed listing. Let's get that done. It's a precursor to getting void listed as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So it's the first step, and then we can, you know, start to work on getting void listed as a blockchain there as well. There is, I think it was, I'm forgetting his name because he disappeared out of the ecosystem. Pastor Colby, yeah, right.
Colby.
Yeah, Colby.
Kelby.
Kelby. We don't even know anymore. Kelby had posted something for listing Voy on there as well. So we can make as much noise as we want, but just know that there's some work that needs to be done, and I think the precursor is packed first, which makes sense. Live stream. Yep, I'm live streaming right now for anybody who's watching and listening. They are being recorded directly to the Void Community Videos YouTube page. What I have planned for that is to migrate all those live stream videos over to the Void, the Void Network official network YouTube page. I need to bug Chris today to get admin access for that, so that myself and Fury can upload the live streams directly and go live directly from the Voy page. I think it's definitely one of those visibility things as well, where we can go live on YouTube and we can get some more folks that are able to view across the board.
So like one idea with the live stream and the recording workflow is, do you think we can add, like, in addition to like having the recording available, like having like a transcript of the video, like, somewhere? Because because that could be, you know, that could be used by like a processor, like AI, or and I think you know, if we had it just sitting there, someone might do something with it, right?
Yeah, totally.
Right.
I think YouTube has live stream capabilities just kind of built in, or I'm sorry, transcription abilities built into it. So I'm pretty sure you can just like pull a transcript straight from YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think it's totally possible, and you know, we can just grab some of that stuff. But I see where you're headed with this, and I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, sounds good. Maybe I think like a next step for anyone that's digging into this would be to like go and, like, these videos are available on YouTube, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so just go and find one video on YouTube and see if you can download the transcript, right? And you know, like, yeah, I think that's the next step. But it'd be like really convenient if those were just like sitting in a drive folder, like you know, with the right name, and maybe some, like, maybe that information, the date is in the file, because because if you're like a if you use Chat GPT, what you know is that you can access public files on, like, you could connect to the files and have the agent read them, right? And so you can you can take advantage of tools like that if you have that data available in like a text format.
Totally. And it also kind of sounds like something that could be added as a job to the Biddle board.
And posted every week to the news feed with the link to the video.
Yeah, that makes sense. Create a flywheel effect. It's just building content on content on content, and that's something that I think is missing a little bit right now. Is building up that war chest of content. And then when we get some people up high on their soapbox chirping about their projects, you can clip that stuff down as well, and create more content and circulate that information as well. So, sweet. Let's lean into that. I'll add it as an action item for next week, and do a little bit of investigating into how much or how easy it is to pull that transcription, which I think it's pretty straightforward, just because Google has built-in accessibility tools into their platforms, and one of the accessibility tools is making it easy for a screen reader to be able to watch videos as well. So I think it's all there. Awesome. Anybody else that may want to come up or add something to the conversation here as well? Nuss, thank you for your comments as well. It's super healthy for us to get this type of feedback. And you were having trouble with connecting the Android wallet. I don't know if there's a Voiager wallet integration yet. I don't think so at the moment, and I'm not sure if you were using that.
Are you you're using Voiager wallet? Yeah, I guess we'll just say he is. It should work.
He's coming up here. We'll
I
get
think
him up.
I think one place where people get stuck is they don't see maybe this isn't the case, but they don't see the Voiager wallet logo. It should appear as Wallet Connect, and I did add it, and it works like in app. I don't know how it will work like connect, using your phone to interact with the app like on a desktop. That's one thing I didn't test, but you should be able to get it done like on using the in-app browser or on your phone.
Yeah, on my phone I could. It didn't come up with the Voiager wallet on the Wallet Connect, and when I hit Cabezus, it just did the little waiting symbol forever and never did show up.
Are you trying to Cabezus on the phone?
No, I'm just trying to connect to Cabezus through my phone. But I do have it downloaded on my phone, but it doesn't seem to update or keep track as good as the PC does.
Okay, yeah. So like Cabezus on the phone is questionable, so you should just not use that. So like your options on the phone are mobile wallet or Loot. I don't really.
Or Biotic wallet.
Biotic wallet and Biotic wallet, Voiager wallet. They use the same Wallet Connect. So it has an icon that looks like a Wi-Fi symbol. If you should try that. So it's usually at the bottom. So if you have Voy Wallet, open up that like pop up where it lets you select the wallet, and find the one that says wallet connect, and it has an icon that looks like a Wi-Fi symbol. And like I did testing with Voy Wallet Android, and I think it should work the same with the new iOS. Yeah, give that a shot. I don't really know what would happen on mobile Kinesis. From my understanding, people don't use Kinesis on mobile. Options are Loot and Biotic Wallet or Voy Wallet. Maybe we, it's maybe we need to have like I think we're all right, but I think every once in a while we can have little wallet troubleshooting, wallet connect troubleshooting things, and but yeah, I think a lot of people, um, they well, I don't think we should expect everyone to know that Wallet Connect works with Biotech Wallet and Voy Wallet, but it does. So if you can get past there, but moving forward, we'll have like a branded icon. So instead of Wallet Connect, it will show Biotech Wallet or Voy Wallet.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to I guess I need to connect with Sarmian about the Voy wallet on mobile device as well. I know that you had mentioned a couple things earlier about iOS accessible, and it's been approved on Google Play, so that's all exciting stuff. Anything else that we want to talk about? I know we're coming close to the end here. Yeah, just a couple minutes. What's up, Zarmian? How you doing, man?
I can give some clarity on it. There's a couple of problems that are kind of like DApp specific. One is on like my sites. I'll start by saying I think the issue that Nuss is having is that on the voting site is that if you are in a mobile browser and you try to open Wallet Connect, it doesn't show any. It shows the QR code, but it doesn't show. It shows like I haven't tried it on the actual voting site, but I've seen it in different places. It's one of the problems I've been having with Use Wallet, is it shows like the QR code, but it doesn't have a way to activate the deep link that actually connects, opens it on the same device, opens the Wallet Connect URI. So it's just not there. And then I'm in the process of fixing an issue with my sites, which affects Fountain, it affects Voy Rewards and NFT Navigator at a minimum. Very similar, except it only affects mobile Safari, and it causes there's supposed to be a button that says like open wallet or something like that, and it's hidden, like it's off the screen, so you can't actually click it. So those are two separate but kind of similar issues, making it so that like you just can't open the link on the device itself, on the same device that you have the wallet on.
Why did you purposefully put it off the screen and hide it?
I didn't want you to be able to find it. Really, I wanted to keep it away from Wilder. Collateral damage. It should be my site should be fixed today. I have a fix that I'm just finishing up, and I'm gonna have to go site by site and just test them and update them. and then I need to see if there's a way with Use Wallet to make that work right, to not show like, because it shows like all the other, like a bunch of icons for wallets. It doesn't show just the generic like open the link. So it's just a weird quirk. But those are just things to work through. It'll should improve over the next few days. And then I submitted a pull request to Transaction Labs for Use Wallet to add Void Wallet as one of the options.
Sweet. That's awesome. Super good stuff. Any House of Voy updates since Chris? We said his name 3 times, and House of Voy many more than 3 times, and didn't show up. Yeah, I'm surprised. We didn't rub the genie bottle enough.
Well, Haruf's good at that. So there's a new embedded wallet option. So instead of like going to the site and getting a mnemonic that you can potentially, not write down or lose or whatever, you can now log in with an email address, and you log in with that email address on any device, and it instantiates the same account. So, and then which makes it really easy. You just put in your email address, you get a code, a 6-digit like code that you can then use to log in, and then it just works. And then the other part of that is the ability to add multiple accounts. So you can log in like 3, like a quick account switcher. So you can just add accounts and then switch between them.
That's awesome. I like that idea.
And then there's a bunch of other stuff in progress, or the ideas that Chris has that he's kind of working through. But those are the forward-facing, visible ones.
I was trying to get
what happened to
Gov up here.
Yeah.
The Nostradamus. He left.
Try refreshing.
Yeah. We'll give him another minute.
Yeah, it's pretty refreshing how he leaves.
Feel free to request again, Nostradamus. We'll get you up here. Oh, there he is. There he is. Look at that beautiful.
We're great.
Yeah, there it is.
I know you ruined it.
Yeah, we like to look at the board crepe, but no, I'm just kidding. It's a board crepe right there too, just in the flesh, right?
There you go. It's so frowny.
It's so amazing.
It's very sad. I miss anything fun?
Yeah, the whole meeting. Just kidding, man. Yeah, nothing too crazy. We ran through the updates on each of the projects. Talked a little bit about voting platform. Had some ideas about the BIDL intake form and incentivizing folks, to start to report either different bugs or issues that we can add to the BIDL board. Talked a little bit more about strategy for news feeds, so we've got some good things cooking.
Cool.
Yeah, what do you got going on?
Oh, just had a few minutes before I had to leave for meetings and figured I'd pop in and say hello.
Nice.
So
Fantastic. Yeah, looking forward to ETH Denver next year too. We talked a little bit about that. Are you planning on going?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I think there'll be reasons to go. So I'd like to. I think there'll be a couple of active projects and quite a few people that support what we're doing. So I'd love to go.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, we're just about to kind of wrap things up here as well, unless you've got a topic or anybody else wants to kind of chime in, chat about things.
From remind everybody to vote and remind everybody to download the Void wallet.
Yes. Love it. Awesome.
And there was one thing real quick
Yep.
with the DorkFi. So do you guys remember on Outgram they had the Gamify app, and how a lot of people lost their money because there was an issue with the smart contracts that was over, I don't know, they put too much in and the smart contract couldn't keep up. Is that something that could happen with the DorkFi thing, or is that the audit would catch it?
Was that the one that Foodie deleted the?
Yep.
Key? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you that we don't have Foodie on the team, so we should be okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if Shelly, you want to chat a little bit about that, but specifically what happened with Gainify, if I'm remembering correctly, there were like non-recoverable keys as well to all of that stuff, and yeah, that's not the case for us. But yeah, Shelly, I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that. Is he there?
Yeah, I know with the bummer, it was like, okay. Okay that everybody lost their money, no backlash from it or nothing.
Yeah.
That was a bummer.
Yeah, anything can happen, you know, just be careful. I think what happened there was more like an operational thing, not really related to their contracts. Yeah, it's just following best practices, and you know, making it so that you don't have to be so, like, I think my thing is, you know, making it so that you don't have to be careful, and you have like just like established ways to doing things. Yeah, and we're going through like the whole audit, you know, and it's a really drawn out process. Like way more work than just developing the application. Like the amount of testing that goes into it, and the amount of like manpower just doing like analysis on pretty much everything, and then getting back a report, and then applying remediations. So there's a separation between like, you know, operational risk and like security risk on like for the smart contracts. So yeah, you could be scared of everything, right? And the what matters is just setting yourself up to be secure, right? And that's the most important part. You know, anything could happen.
Yeah, the Gainify one, that they did not go through a proper security audit either, if I'm not mistaken, and it was yeah, one of those situations that is unfortunate for everyone, but we're trying to take the right precautions to prevent something like that from happening.
Yeah, I mean, if you I get it, right? I get it's a problem, right? And you know, it probably doesn't like come off as this is how I feel about it, or this is how we I'm extremely careful. But yeah, I understand. Let's see, how do we communicate? We're doing like there's no excuses for making these sort of mistakes, right? And that's where I stand, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh, my bad, you know. It's like take responsibility. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's costly for the audit too. So I mean, you guys are doing what it takes, right, to make sure it's all good. So
yeah, it's been it's almost $20,000 for our audit. So, and it's been
Yeah,
it's been quite intensive, I should say.
Yeah, there is a lot of there's a lot of work that goes through it, like the um so so yeah, it's just a lot of work. Like developing it initially, it took me like maybe I was heads down, maybe like three days or something, and then like with the audit, it was it's been like, like 8 weeks or something. So just that's how much time, like effort, we've been putting into doing, going through this. It's kind of it's part of the like established flow, especially for like something of this potentially could be holding like millions of dollars, right? And we want it to be safe, and we want it to follow like best practices, and that's what we're that's what we're dealing with.
And another key point too, we would not go live on mainnet if we didn't think that it's secure in terms of the lending contracts and on that side of the house. So
yeah, that's right. And for like the most part, I leave the communications to Bagman and Roof, because I think I could be a little too blunt, and I could scare people. So so they kind of take it the wrong way, and but in the end, I think we're like, it's not my first time doing an audit and doing something like this. So hopefully I don't lose too many. I don't lose the color of my hair.
I get the question: is it going to be open source?
yes.
Yeah, I think eventually, but like at this point, we're we have we have like some red tape with, like, we're going through we're going through an audit, and there's also like the getting approval to like share the details of the audit, and long term, long term, that's what we're looking towards, having it be fully open source.
Yeah, so technically I can do the audits, right? As well.
Oh yeah, that would be that'd be awesome. Like one of the ideas that Bagman has brought up, in our like our roadmap, is somewhere down the road we have we have bug bounties and all that jazz, but it might not be, we'll see how that turns out. And yeah, if you like, when it becomes available, and you go and do like the digging, and if you find something, it'd be like to a big benefit to the network, right?
Thanks.
Fantastic. Awesome. Any other questions? Anything else? No? Any comments, concerns? Cool. Awesome. Well, we can adjourn this meeting here. It's been another great one. I think there's some good ideas that have floated around, really great updates, and looking forward to making some more progress on this stuff for next week. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
See you later.
Later.